Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Hey, y'all. I'd like to welcome
Good,
y'all to
everybody.
Talk That Talk 254. Man, it's your boy Jesus Hawthorne. Hey, man, I got another banger for y'all. For those in the Central
Yes,
Texas
sir.
area, man, I know y'all been watching the internet on Facebook. I know y'all done seen this man talk that talk in regarding of the FBU 7 versus 7. But I want to go ahead and introduce, uh, the myth, the legend, man. We got Coach Jay in the building, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's good, brother? What's good? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing awesome, man. First and foremost, man, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man, to come sit down and talk that talk with us over here in
Yeah.
254. Uh, but man, uh, we got a lot of information to talk about, man. So we go ahead and unpack it. So
Yeah.
for those that don't know you, we go ahead and give you an opportunity to introduce yourself. So this we would like to know exactly who are your parents and who are your siblings and exactly where you from.
Okay, so my parents is Jesse Lawson Senior, and then my mom is Brenda Lawson. Got a younger brother that's under me, name is Xavier Lawson, and then my younger sister Nostalgia Lawson. So only it's only us three. So
Okay.
we held it down.
Yeah, I had it down.
I'm from
Uh,
Sylvester, Georgia as well. So I'm a small city, Sylvester, Georgia. So
Augusta.
for people that really don't know where that's at, so it's like between Albany and Tifton, Georgia. So it's right there in that area.
Okay. But now, see the thing about it, I know exactly where Augusta's from. And let me explain to you why. Because one, y'all got Fort Gordon right there, because I'm military. Two, that's the home of James Brown, man. I mean, you got some feet on you, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
Okay. I said, because I was like Augusta, Georgia. That's where Fort Gordon is at for those in the military and
Yeah.
communications, and also, man, that's home of James Brown, man. That's where the Godfather from, man.
Yep.
All right. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, in regarding of sports, man, what type of sports did you play growing up?
So I started off with basketball. That was my first. That was like my first love before football. To be honest, like all I cared
Yep.
about was basketball. I played the rec league basketball, and then I went over to flag football after that. Then I did baseball, and after that, I stopped playing baseball for a minute and just stuck with basketball and football or whatever. And then just went through the leagues of football, flag, tackle, and everything. And then I kind of gave it up because I didn't even play football in middle school. I didn't start like playing football until high school, so I kind of gave it up.
Okay. So, uh, what brought you back to football? You know, because normally most times with people stepping away from football, from especially because your story kind of ironic, because most people when they step away from football, they're picking up the baseball and basketball kind of like for the contact reasons, but you end up putting the baseball down and picking back up football once you got to high school. What brought you back to the game of football?
So basically, when it came down to it, my family mostly are basketball players. So
Okay.
that's where all the love came from. I was so focused on basketball at the time. And
Yep.
then once I got into high school or whatever, I was like, you know what? Hey, I want to start back playing football because honestly, a thing is, while I was in middle school, I was in band the whole time. I was in band the whole time. I did the marching band while I was in eighth grade or whatever. I was out there on the Friday night on the field with all the high school band people and stuff. So I got the opportunity to do that, and I was like, you know what? Hey, instead of sitting in the stands being in the band, I want to be on the football field playing football. So I got back into the game and I started back out there playing football and do what I was supposed to do, and I started playing wide receiver, and that was it. That was all it
That
wrote.
was all right. Now, in regarding of skills, you know what I'm saying? Because in basketball and also baseball, you dealing with different tangible skills. How much did basketball
Yeah.
help you but becoming a good wide receiver in football?
I would say with basketball, basically the competitiveness that me and my family had, to be honest, because it was like on every Sundays or whatever. We'll go out to my late grandma's house and we'll go out there and just play basketball. And family just came from everywhere. We just play basketball. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden we're like, hey, you're fast. You could do this. You could do that. Hey, try to get back into football and all this stuff. I'm like, okay. And so we just go out there. We'll start playing football in the big yard out there, and then I just start falling in love with it. Then my uncle kept talking to me about it and everything, trying to get back into the game and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, you're pretty good. Just start by doing what you're supposed to do. And then I kind of left it at that and just started by playing football.
Okay, awesome. So, in regarding of in your youth, and you would start getting refamiliarized with the playing football. Uh, who was like a significant coach to kind of help train you to get you ready and prepared?
So basically, at the time, the person that really kind of got me ready is actually when I actually got into high school. To be honest, and it was like Coach Littleton. He was my wide receiver coach and my offensive coordinator at the same time. And when I say he put me through hell, get back through there, I went through the gauntlet. I went through being on the scout team or whatever, and he put me out there against the varsity defense. And like, hey, yeah, I know what you can bring, and I need you to go out there and do you and all that stuff there and everything because we train and all that stuff there and everything. Like he had us, like he used to tape up the little red bricks or whatever. He used to
Yeah.
tape them up and have us catch the bricks with numbers on there and call the numbers out. So that's how
Wow.
crazy it was with training with him. Yeah, so that's why it made me so much better as an athlete and mentally or whatever. Also, just working on my hands and stuff like that, and it prepared me a lot throughout the season because once I got in my sophomore, junior, and senior year, everything
Yeah.
changed. Like everything changed and stuff, and I was on the road then. I was ready to go.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. So, with that being said, what brought you to Central Texas? How did you come from Augusta, Georgia, to old Central Texas?
I would say I'm from Sylvester, Georgia. It's Sylvester.
Sylvester. Oh, Sylvester. Okay, I
Yeah,
apologize.
Sylvester. Yeah,
I
Sylvester.
thought I heard
No, you good. You
Augusta.
good.
You said Sylvester,
No,
Georgia.
it's all
Okay,
good. Yeah,
so
Sylvester. Yeah. So I came from what's the name? I was in the military for 16 years. Yeah, I was in the army
awesome,
for 16 years. Yeah, so I came out here and I retired out here.
man. That's awesome, man. Well, hey, man, we appreciate your service. You know that's big time. That's big
Thank
time.
you.
Now,
Appreciate it.
okay, now coming from a soldier, what got you into coaching youth football?
Man, it's just all about giving back to the kids and all that
Just
stuff
give it.
there and everything. Just seeing the opportunities that they have right now. Some of the stuff that we didn't have back then when we was kids and stuff like that and everything. And it was just basically just doing what I had to do to make sure that these kids had an opportunity to get where they need to be and stuff. So it was just it was just a blessing just to do that.
Okay, but like like who currently, for those that don't know, we know that you coach with the CTX Chiefs. Was that the first and only organization you coached with, or did you coach with any other organizations beforehand? Hello, hey, were you able to hear me? Hey Jay, you there? You still there? Hello, I think we having some connection issues.
There we go.
All right, there you go. Okay. uh, I said, I know most of us know about you coaching with the Chiefs. Did you coach with any organization beforehand?
No, it was just mostly the Chiefs started what coming here, but before I came here, I was in Washington State, in Tacoma, Washington. So I coached with the Parkland Raiders while I was there, and then also I coached with Air Academy. So I coached there with them
Right.
as well, also.
Oh, so how did once you got to Central Texas, how did you get locked in with the Chiefs?
So before I got here, and I found out I was getting ready to PCS here, I reached out.
Yeah.
Looked on the Facebook and everything. So I reached out to a couple organizations, and once I
Yeah.
reached out to them, I talked to the Chiefs. That was the first one, and then Coach KJ was the first one to respond back to me. So he
Okay.
responded back to me. Yeah, so that's how we got locked in and everything. And once he told me like, hey, just come through. And when they had their little camp once we first moved here and everything, I went to the camp
Yeah.
and I kind of got locked in with Coach Trey as well because that's what Coach KJ he sent me to Coach Trey. It's because they needed help on their staff or whatever. Because Coach KJ at the time was fully staffed at the time, so he like, hey, I got another coach that's doing 12 year whatever. Try to get in contact with him and everything. So we linked up and it went from there.
Oh man, that's dope. That's dope. So how long have you been coaching with Chiefs? Like what year was it when you locked in with them?
I want to say, 2021. I want to say 2021. I think that's when I
Okay.
locked in with them, and then it just went from there.
Man, that's dope. Well, you already kind of broke down that you did a lot of you was a wide receiver when you was in high school. So
Yeah.
with that being said, what kind of motivated you to do the the additional training, wide receiver training that you do now?
That and also, so while I was in Washington, I had a guy that I looked up to, and it was Courtney Taylor. He's a former Auburn Tiger college football player. So
Okay.
he's one of Auburn Tiger school record holders for the most reception yards. So
Wow.
yeah, so he coached with Air Academy with Coach Reggie Jones. He's the basically the head organizer for Air Academy. So he kind of put me on with Coach Taylor, and me and him locked in, and Coach Taylor basically showed me the ropes of everything, how he does his training and stuff like that and everything. And when I look at some of his videos and stuff that he does still to this day with his training back
Yeah.
in Washington, I try to pick up some of the things that he does to try to improve my training as well too. So I kind of look up to him as well when it comes down to this training.
Hey man, that's awesome, man. 'Cause it's always good to have a good mentor on your side, man, to kind of help you push through the thing, uh,
Yeah.
through greater heights. Man, that's what's up. So so what's the name of your training organization?
So my training organization is Playmakers Elite Wide Receiver Academy.
All
So
right.
the reason why I came up with that name because I feel like, hey, when we need to make plays, that's where we got to be elite at that time. So whenever our number is
Absolutely,
called, we got to make sure it happens.
absolutely. Now, which age groups do you know or you the most comfortable to work with?
To be honest, I don't even have a preference to be honest. Like I work with
Okay.
all ages. So I'll start from the younger 8 year olds or six or whatever it is. Whoever comes out to my training, I try to help them out. I try to be I don't try, but I be patient with them. So
Yeah.
sometimes, hey, I have to get the older kids to know like, hey, it's just only me out here at the moment. We gonna make
Yeah.
sure that you guys be able to help train these younger guys as well too, because you guys already know the rope. You've been here. So hey,
Mhm.
you gotta think about when you was a kid, you was at that same level as well too. So I try to pick them all up and also get the older boys to help me out as well too. So
Man,
it's
that's
been
all.
pretty fun.
That's all. Um, Now, transitioning to let's talk about this FBU. Let's talk about this FBU thing, man. Hey, cause that's what definitely caught my attention, man. I seen you on the internet. I already
Yeah,
done. I've interviewed Coach KJ, and I've seen all the accolades that he have done. But man, y'all took a group of boys down there to Florida, and
yeah,
I heard y'all done walked away with the championship, man. Like, hey, let's talk about that, man. How was that experience?
man. When I say it was crazy. Like it was crazy. Like it's 13 kids. We took down there and we was missing like a few of our dogs. It was like a few of them, and we was like, okay, hey, next man up. We got to go down there, make it happen, make it work, and do what we got to do to try to pull it out. So we end up going down there. We played pool play the first day. So we had Connecticut the first day. We started off a little slow or whatever, but we ended up pulling it out, and then we ended up playing against, I want to say, I think it was Naples.
Yeah.
No, I know it was Naples. It was Atlanta. We ended up playing
Okay.
Atlanta. Atlanta gave us gave us a wake up call. We lost about 2 points on that game or whatever, but they gave us a wake up call. We talked to the boys, stayed composed, and all that stuff there and everything, and went to our last 2 games of that day. It was all back to back games, so we didn't have no breaks.
Wow.
It was all back to back, and so you could tell the boys was tired and stuff, but they pulled through, and we ended up getting 3-1 for the pool play. So we finished off with Naples football team, and then we played against Southwest Florida, and we was the only team to go out there to have less players. We were smaller than everybody else, and also we scored 113 points overall, and only had 40 scored against us. So we had the most
Wow.
points scored, and then the least points scored against us. So I think the closest one was like 89.
Wow, that's crazy. So y'all was locking y'all was locking stuff down. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
at this time, I know you said it was a couple of dogs that weren't able to make it. So let's give a shout out. Who were the dogs that's normally on the team that, but at this particular time they wouldn't attend? Who were
Oh,
those dogs?
so it was DeAndre Crable, he wasn't able to make it with us. Then we had Dallas Davis, he wasn't able to make it with us, and then the Davion Moore. So all of them
Yeah.
was they was key starters and guys and stuff like that and everything. But we had our younger guys, they stepped up and everything. Like the younger guys that we had, they was actually like seventh graders. So
Oh wow.
we yeah, we had seventh
Hey,
graders on our team or whatever. So we had seventh graders and then our eighth graders that came through or whatever that's been rocking with us for the few years ever since I first started coaching them with TTS when we first started TTS organization. I had
yeah.
them as when it was like 10 or 11, and we've been
Wow.
rocking together since then. And like it's been a amazing journey just to see them how they grown and basically progressing throughout the time and stuff. And it was pretty dope. I was thankful to have Coach KJ to bring me back to because I took a break with TTS 1 year and I came back
Yeah.
and I was blessed to have an opportunity to come back and just be the OC at the time because Coach Dollar, Coach Devonsworth, and Coach PJ, they was
Yeah.
both coaching the team at the time or whatever. And I told them like, hey, I want to come in and be the OC with you guys and stuff like that. So that's when Coach Dollar ended up being the head coach and let me be the OC. And we rocked it for 2 years straight. The year before, well, last year we went down to Panama City and won it down there in Panama. And
Wow.
then just to go to Puerto Rico this year, we went to Puerto Rico to the pylon and won that one. And then just go
Wow.
down to Naples and did an FBU thing or whatever. At first, to be
Yeah.
honest, at first we wasn't gonna do the FBU 707. At
Okay.
first we was, yeah. And so Coach KJ was like, "Hey, you guys want to do it or whatever?" As him being the director of Team Austin LBU, and we like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just go ahead and do it and everything. So we went through regionals in March, and we played Dallas Fort Worth East in the championship for regionals and beat them in the championship to get our spot in Naples. And went down to Naples and did what we had to do, played against Atlanta in the championship again, and man, when I say that championship game was epic, it was like epic. We was down 22-7 with like 7 minutes left in the game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now
it
hold up,
was
hold up. In regarding of stepping up, because you done told me y'all down 22-7. You named off 3 to 4 dogs that wasn't able to make it due to unforeseen circumstances. Who were the kids that stepped up that nobody expected? Who are these seventh graders that you talking about? Let's give a shout out to them seventh graders, the ones who stepped up.
so the seventh graders we had. It was Levi Hollins. He was one of our seventh graders, and then I don't want to be wrong, but I think I want to say TJ Parrish. I think he was seventh grade. Maybe not. He's probably eighth grade or whatever. I can't remember, but I think he is. And then
Yeah,
Remy Curtis, he's a seventh grader as well too. But they stepped up big time. And then we had my solid guys that was actually there, like Demar Bethany, Kevon Jones, Ray John Williams, Leon Tolbert, Justin Alexander. It's so many guys on Adrian Hines, like all of them. I had Mike Salazar, Dylan, um,
yeah,
who else? Like I got so many Aiden, Barnhold, like all of these guys here, like they stepped up when we needed it, especially on defense. I give
Yeah,
it to like Coach TJ and Coach KJ, like they they caught that last possession that we had to stop them on. Man, I was praying all three plays, all
man, that's
three
dope.
plays. It was crazy because I was like, I said, hey, I said, Lord, if you could just give me the ball back. I said, if you give me the ball back, they done left me too much time on the clock. We gonna win
Yeah,
this game.
yeah. Now, the significance of why I'm talking about the seventh graders. Now, for those that's watching this video, this they were playing a 14U. They was in a 14U bracket
Yeah,
with seventh
yeah,
graders.
yeah,
So they literally playing like two ages up. You know what I'm saying? So these guys like 12 years old playing against 14-year-old, and they was able to get it done. That's the
yeah,
significance of why I keep on stressing who are these seventh graders, because that let you know what the future holds. So if they won it this
exactly.
year. Imagine with additional year of training, more confidence, a year of growth, physical growth, and mental growth. Man, it's y'all pretty much done planted the flag, yo. Y'all done put Central Texas on the map. Y'all ain't sneaking
Yeah.
up on nobody no more. How you gonna handle that challenge? Y'all
Hey,
going from being the hunter to being a hunted, man. Are you ready for that challenge?
hey, we ready for whatever, man. Like, I mean, it's just been like that. I mean, we try to do what we can to make sure these kids get an opportunity, no matter how old they are, and to just see
Yeah,
them step up and be on the big level. And the light was not too bright for them. They went out there, they fought through adversity, and came back and won the game with. Like I said, some of the guys being so young and all that stuff, and everything, and stepping up, making touchdown catches all the like big
yeah,
plays during the championship game and stuff like that. And like when some of our guys was tired, they came and stepped in or whatever and did what they supposed to do, and didn't give them no attitude or nothing like that. It wasn't about, oh coach, can I my playing time, this playing time. They when they got in, they produced. They did what they supposed to do, and that's what it's all about. Just and also us knowing these kids and they being coachable and stuff like that and everything. It made it so much easier for us as coaches and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun event.
man, and that's awesome. Now, of course, with success, will come success. There's going to be people that's going to probably start reaching out. So,
Yeah.
in regarding of who are the type of parent and the type of kids that y'all are looking for in regarding of triple threat sports and also the FBU 7 versus 7. What's the type of parents and kids that y'all are looking for? Because now I'm pretty sure when it's time for the tryouts,
Yeah.
the numbers go get, when you bring it back a championship, everybody want to be a part of a winning culture. So what are the type of parents are and kids athletes that y'all looking for?
So ones that are basically like that's committed. They committed. They trust the process, and they they just want to be a part of something special, whatever, and everything. Don't really try to get too much into the drama or negativity and stuff like that and everything. We just want to make sure
Yeah,
that these kids are out here having fun and the parents also having fun as well. And we try to make it as a family thing. Like we don't try to treat anyone any different and stuff like that. So if you want to be part of the family, just come along, join the team and everything. We go start back doing trials later on down the line or whatever, get prepared for the next one because we will try to get all the teams down there because we had a chance to bring 12U, 14U, and then 15U. So we only brought down 14U this year. So we're gonna try to get. So we gonna run it back as 15U next year. So we're gonna try to
okay,
get them the guys for 14U to come up and then do it, and then we'll try to get the 12U to do it as well too. So yeah, the parent like just commitment. That's the main thing. Commitment. If you say you want to be a part of something, just make sure you let us know and communication is key as well too because if we don't know anything what you guys got going on and stuff then it's kind of hard to try to stay in place with that and stuff so that's what we look at commitment and communication that's all.
man, that's awesome. Now, I see you talking about different additional age brackets. So you talking about bringing in a 12U, you bringing in a 14U, go run it back, and then the current 14U is going to be the 15U for next year. So with that being said, are y'all looking for an additional people to be a part of the staffs? If so, what particular positions and what type of personalities y'all looking for somebody that would like to come out and be a coach?
So staff wise, I mean, we're gonna, especially with the next group or whatever, we're gonna need head coaches, OCs, DCs, any other coaches that want to just be a part of the stuff to help out and everything with skill position or whatever. I mean, that's what we look for, and also same thing with commitment and communication from the coaches as well too. I mean, you got to think about it. These kids gonna sit here and look up to you once you get out there. You can't sit there and just leave them hanging and stuff like that and everything. Once you say you're gonna do something, then you don't do it. But at the end of the day, it's just like trusting the process, being there for them, being that mentor, and just being a good coach. Being a good coach. That's all it is.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, man, so I'm about to go transition this conversation, man. We're gonna talk about more of you as a coach and as a person. So,
Okay.
we would like to know, uh, who do you think is gonna win a district in regarding of the 16? What is it? What district is this? Yeah. Uh, hold on. Give me a quick second. Yeah, District 12. District 12. 6A. In that district, we got Bryan, Carpus Cove, Clean Rules. We got the Harker Height Knights. We got Shoemaker. We got Temple, and we got Waco Midway. Out of that lineup, who do you think is gonna take district right there, man? That's some powerhouses. That's some names now.
Man, that is tough. Like I know a lot of kids that's on that shoemaker team. I know a
Yeah,
whole bunch of them, like, a whole bunch of, and a lot of them 2028 kids that's stepping up to playing varsity this year.
yeah.
I coach them. I have trained them, some of them, and everything. Like it's crazy. I mean, then some of my guys that at Harker Heights as well. Like um, it's gonna be tough, but for me to go with it, I'm gonna just go ahead and shoot and just say, "Hey, shoemaker,
How you going with the
shoot,
shoe? Say he going with the
yeah,
shoe, y'all. He say he with the shoe. Okay, with the
shoemaker,
horseshoe. Hey
yeah,
man,
shoemaker."
that's dope. That's dope. Now, since we done got the high school out the way, he already done let you know, man. He feel like, you know what? And the crazy part is it's a lot of rumbling. It's a lot of quiet
Yeah,
rumbling that's going on about that pack, man. That's what they call it. They call it the pack, the wolf pack.
uh,
Uh so so with that being said, who do you roll with in college, man? Who you think is gonna take this thing in college? Who's your
hey,
team?
I'm a Georgia fan. I'm a
Georgia
bulldog.
Bulldog?
I'm a bulldog. Yeah,
Ooh.
they. I get so much heat about Jordan and everything, and it'd be the Bama fans, the Texas fans, and all that stuff. I'm like, man, like at the end of
Yeah,
the day,
at
we
the end of
still
the
run
day.
the SEC. We still run the SEC right now. Until you
Man,
dethrone us, we still run
yeah.
the SEC.
Hey man, when Nick walked away, man, ooh wee.
Hey,
Now we go
I think
go ahead.
after we took they soul in that national championship, that was a wrap.
Oh man. So in regarding of Georgia, who's the lookout player that most people don't know about that we need to watch out for? Who would you recommend? Who you think is that lookout player that's gonna be the big star for the Georgia Bulldogs this year?
That what's name? That Nate Frazier, that running back.
Nate
Nate
Frazier, the
Frazier,
running back.
yes, he's gonna be nice. He stepped in last year when ETN got hurt, and
Yeah,
he showed what he's capable of doing. So I say Nate Frazier as that running back is all you think about. Georgia's RDU. That's what it is. It
yeah,
goes forever say RDU regardless. We have had some of the best backs to come out of Georgia. I mean, I know
yeah,
Alabama had good backs and Ohio State had backs, but hey, Georgia
yeah.
is the real RDU.
Running back university, huh? All right, now let's move to the pros, man. Who's your team in the pros, man? We got it documented now.
Man,
Who your team that you rock with the pros?
sadly, man, I gotta go with the home team of Falcons, man. I'm sorry.
Ah, oh man, the Falcons.
Uh,
Hey man,
yeah,
hey, but I don't know. Y'all got Pendix. You know what I'm saying? Cause so who? Okay, well, you know what? Let me slow it down. Who you believe is gonna be your starting quarterback? You know, I know who I think should be your starting quarterback, but who you think is going?
I think pennant should be. I think it should be. I think Cousins should just let it go. Just
Yeah.
sit back and chill. He tried. They gave him all of that money, just to come over there, and then it just fell apart. And so I'm like,
Hey,
okay, well, let's give Penix a chance and stuff, and see what we can do with that, and then hopefully our defense step up and our offense step up. We could just get over that hump because after that situation with the Patriots in the Super Bowl, we went back down again.
wow. I wouldn't go mention it. I wouldn't go throw no salt in the wound. But every
Man,
time I hear the Falcons, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. How y'all let Tom Brady get that ring like that? I'm like, what?
and
And
that's
and the,
what we
and the
said
crit-
about and that's what we said about the situation with when we was down in Naples. It was like we played against an Atlanta team. They was up 22-7, and we came back
oh
and
man, you
won.
had to remind them. You had to remind.
Yeah,
I had to remind them. Send
so
them back home just like Atlanta.
yeah. So we was like, man, like
Man,
that what just happened. It was like, man, it was
boy,
crazy.
that was absolutely crazy. I remember that particular Super Bowl. I was in Korea. I was in Korea at the time, and it was a young lady that I was dating. And
Hmm.
so I ended up going to sleep at halftime, because I think because of the time difference. Like I drifted off and went to sleep. And
Yeah,
so the next morning, in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, Atlanta done got them one. I'm looking about to jump on Sports Center to see the celebration. And I had talked to her. I got on the phone with her before, I even got on Sports Center and all that. And she was like, yeah, the Patriots won that game. I said, girl, you don't know nothing about no football, man. Atlanta won.
yeah,
She was like, no, I already done seen. I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, man. I jumped there, watched the Sports Center. I was like, they came all the way back 28-3 and won. I was like, man. After
yeah.
that
That was
point, man,
crazy.
I never doubted Tom Brady after that. When you do something like that, when you slam the door in somebody's face like that, Matty Ice, when you stop somebody getting a Super Bowl ring like a Michael Jordan, that's a Michael Jordan type move. I was like,
Exactly.
man,
That's real ghost stuff. That's a
yeah, that
real
was that was
ghost.
some real that was some real ghost stuff. The comeback,
Yeah,
because as coaches, we say it all the time, man. It's a game of two halves, two
yeah,
different games, but it literally was a tale of two halves.
yeah,
First half went one way, same game. Second half went the exact opposite way, and it was enough. It was more than enough to win. So that was crazy. That was crazy, man.
that's why you have to play through all them quarters, man. You can't just because you're down, you just can't give up on yourself. You have to
Hey,
fight through adversity and just keep pushing.
absolutely, man. So it definitely was a testament. It's definitely something that you can keep a feather in the hat, man, to push down to kids as we, motivating them through youth sports and something like that. But it's we speak it and preach it all the time. But that was
Yeah,
like on the biggest stage possible for people to actually see it come for it to manifest live in person. That was crazy. That was great. 28
yeah,
3.
it was.
Never
Yeah,
never
it
give
was.
up. Keep fighting. But hey, man, I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time, man. Do you want to give a special shout out to anybody for the last few seconds?
Hey, just shout out to all my boys from like my class of 2028, 2029 boys that one especially 2029 boys going into their freshman year, and then also basically the 2028 boys stepping into their sophomore year. And I'll give a shout out to my kids as well, Kyrie, Braden and Aiden. Yeah, they're my solid ones or whatever. So I want to
Yeah,
give a shout out to them, and just my brothers, my coaching brothers and stuff, Coach KJ, Coach Dollar, Coach PJ, Coach Rod.
yeah,
We've been on a journey. So I
yeah.
just brothers for life. So we just enjoy each other and make things happen and stuff. So I just appreciate them for giving me opportunities and also working with their kids as well too.
Man, that's dope, man. But hey, man, once again, man, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man, to come jump on here, man. Talk that talk 254, man. Hey, man, really, really appreciate you doing that, man.
All right, for sure. Hey, y'all better stop sleeping on us. Y'all better stop
Hey,
sleeping.
they
Sleeping.
better stop sleeping, man. Hey, man, till the next time, man. You stay safe out there. I'll talk to you.
Appreciate
Peace.
it, brother. Yeah.
Take your coaching and training to the next level. My Athlete 360 invites coaches to create professional profiles that showcase their experience and talents to parents seeking their services and organizations all in one platform. Start by downloading My Athlete 360 and selecting Coach Trainer at sign up. Enter your email, create a secure password, and you're ready to build your professional profile. It's that simple to begin your digital journey. Next, add your name, a professional headshot, and contact information. This builds trust with parents and athletes searching for coaches. A polished profile is your first step to standing out in the coaching community. Highlight your coaching specializations and certifications. Add your coaching philosophy and experience details. Parents seek qualified coaches for their athletes' development, and your profile is your chance to shine. The app also features a link tree within the profile that coaches can use to put all of their social media and business website in one place. Remember, your expertise is your selling point. By showcasing your skills and experience, you attract the right athletes and parents who value your unique coaching approach. Set up your training packages, pricing, and availability. My Athlete 360 allows parents to book with trainers and coaches directly through the app, simplifying your business operations. This allows you to focus on developing athletes while the platform handles the rest. Your professional coaching profile is now live. Parents with athletes ready to train and develop can discover you, book your training and coaching services, and communicate directly through the platform. My Athlete 360 handles the business side, so you can focus on what you do best, developing great athletes. Download My Athlete 360 today and elevate your coaching business. Youth organizations with multiple coaches are also encouraged to create profiles. Parents are always actively looking for you. Use the link in the bio to get started. Questions about profile features? Drop them in the comments below. Let's revolutionize your coaching journey together.